One of the simplest ways to dress up chicken breasts is a pan sauce. Now, pan sauce takes advantage of the flavorful brown bits, or fond, left in a pan after searing food, by dissolving them into broth that can then be reduced and finished with butter and fresh herbs. So this is one rare instance in the kitchen where having food stick to a pan is actually a positive thing. That got us wondering, could we make a better pan sauce by encouraging sticking? To find out, we browned 4 bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts following our usual protocol. Patting the chicken dry, heating 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil over medium-high heat until smoking, and then searing the chicken, starting skin side down until both sides were browned. We then repeated the test 3 more times, each time removing 1 step, which we suspected would increase sticking. We skipped patting the chicken dry for the first test, reduced the oil to a mere 1/4 teaspoon for the second, and added the chicken to the pan when the oil was only shimmering instead of smoking for the third. We also tested a batch where we made all 3 changes at once. What did we find? While each change resulted in a bit more sticking and greater fond development, the batch in which we made all 3 changes at once delivered the best results. It took this batch about a minute longer on each side to reach the same level of browning as the batch cooked the standard way, but the fond it produced covered about 25% more of the skillet's surface. Here, you can see for yourself. So, why does this counterintuitive technique work? Food sticks when sulfur-containing amino acids in the food bond with iron atoms in the pan. The more bonds that form, the more fond that is left behind. But these bonds will be limited if there's a significant barrier of oil, and they will break when exposed to high heat. Dropping the oil to a 1/4 teaspoon greatly limits the barrier between skin and pan, while still providing us a visual indicator of when the pan is ready. A cooler pan develops more fond because it allows the bonds to remain intact longer. Placing wet skin in the pan causes the pan's temperature to drop because water removes heat from the pan during evaporation. Adding the chicken when the oil is shimmering and not smoking also means a cooler pan and more sticking. Now, I should note that the chicken will not stay stuck indefinitely. As the pan heats and the skin browns, those bonds will break and the chicken will release from the skillet. This technique is designed for skin-on poultry. Without skin's protective barrier, steaks, chops, and skinless poultry would overcook too much at the surface during the slower sear. But for a really chickeny pan sauce, you can't beat this method. So here's a case where it's better to break the rules. Don't pat skin-on chicken dry, use only a 1/4 teaspoon of oil in a 12-inch skillet, and add the chicken as soon as the oil starts to shimmer. That's your path to a better pan sauce. This is the science of good cooking.